Today, we're going to explore the real-life story of Miyamoto Musashi, the man who defeated every enemy through discipline. Part 1. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next parts when they're released. Let's begin.
The year was 1612. The most dangerous duel in Japanese history was about to happen. On one side stood Sasaki Kojiro, the most feared swordsman in all of Japan. People called him the demon of the western provinces. His sword was so fast that people believed he could cut the wind itself. And on the other side stood a man nobody had taken seriously. He had no school. He had no master. His own father had abandoned him as a child. Society had rejected him completely. People used to tell him, "You will never become anything." But that day in that duel, with just one single strike, Sasaki Kojiro fell to the ground. And that so-called nobody became the greatest warrior in all of Japanese history. His name was Miyamoto Musashi. But here is the thing. Musashi's real power was never in his sword. His real power was in something that is the most important thing in today's world, yet the fewest people actually have it. That thing is self-discipline. And today I am going to tell you the complete story of Musashi. A story that can genuinely change your life. But there is one condition. You must watch this video until the very end. Because the real lesson comes at the very last moment. Musashi's story does not begin like a hero's story. It begins with a broken childhood. In 1584, in the Harima province of Japan, a boy was born. His mother passed away when he was very young. And his father? His father was so harsh and violent that he used to beat his own son mercilessly, and eventually threw him out of the house. At just 7 years old, little Musashi was sent away to live with his uncle. Think about that for a moment. A 7-year-old child. No mother's love. No father's protection. While other children were playing and laughing together, Musashi was wandering alone through dense forests and cold mountains. But this is exactly where Musashi learned the very first lesson of his life. He noticed something strange. When he was around other people, they made him feel weak. They mocked him. They laughed at him. They called him worthless. But when he was alone, deep in the forest or high on a mountain, he felt a strange and powerful energy rising inside him. That energy was the power of fighting against himself. And this is the same truth that applies to your life right now, in this very moment. When you are alone, that is when your real test begins. When nobody is watching you, what do? That is your true character. Do you scroll your phone for hours? Or do you do something productive? Do you go back to sleep? Or do you get up and put in the work? Musashi chose to work hard when he was alone, and that single choice changed his entire destiny forever. Now listen to the incident that became the absolute turning point of Musashi's life. Musashi was only 13 years old. Yes, 13. At an age when children today are playing video games and watching cartoons, Musashi challenged his very first real deathmatch. A wandering samurai named Arima Kihei came to the village. He was a trained and experienced warrior. He put up a public notice that read, "Is there anyone brave enough to fight me?" Everyone in the village was terrified. Not a single person stepped forward.